Good morning. For this project, I chose to do algae-based biofuels. So let's get into it. What is an algae-based biofuel? It's a renewable energy source derived from both microalgae. Algae can produce oils that can be converted into various types of fuel. And unlike traditional crops, algae can be cultivated using non-arable land. And that just essentially means that they do not compete for um, food production or inhibit the food production of other crops. And I learned that this started in the 1970s due to the oil crisis and needing to conserve that energy that we already had. Algae grows in water, all kinds of water, salt water, wastewater, fresh water. And like plants, it requires sunlight, carbon dioxide, and nutrients to thrive. And then using both of these systems, open systems and closed systems, can try to cultivate this process, but pond systems are known to have contagions in them and but are more cost effective than the closed photobioreactors. Um, and so how do we do this? As mentioned before, algae needs to absorb carbon dioxide in addition to CO2. They need sunlight to undergo this photosynthesis process, and it stores them as lipids and fats. These lipids are harvested and then extracted using solvents. Um, and then the extracted lipids are then converted to biodiesel through this process called trans-esterification. And this is essentially when one ester is converted into another, exchanging that alloxy group with an alcohol group instead. And fermentation can also be used to produce ethanol. So, is this widespread? Currently, no. Companies like Saffron Energy and Algenol have shown promising and continuing results, but widespread adoption of this remains limited. It's not very known because of it's having trouble scaling up. So, how is that carbon footprint looking? Algae biofuels have the potential to notably reduce carbon footprint because of its ability to consume that carbon dioxide during the growth process, and sometimes becoming carbon neutral and carbon negative during this. Algae can also use industrial O2 emissions, which helps to lower the overall greenhouse gas levels being produced from other sources like this. So, why should we care? Algae source biofuels have solid economic potential, I believe, particularly for job creation. Making any new job field, there's going to be job openings up for biotechnology, engineering, and agriculture sectors. Current production remains higher than fossil fuels, standing around $3 to $8 when diesel is 250. So there is a bit of an issue with that cost difference. So, efforts of communication, public awareness of this is still relatively low. However, documentaries, publications, and companies are really getting behind this, and initiatives made by universities and the US Department of Energy is trying to increase this understanding to be able to adapt it more and using media to do that as well. And this is just my recommendation. I think they have a great promise to be a sustainable, low carbon alternative to these other harmful fuels that are increasing global warming. And moving forward, continued research could really improve that lipid yield and production costs, bringing that down. And it is definitely crucial to have collaboration between everybody to make this happen. And lastly, this is my plan of action. We should build a large scale demonstration facility using both open and photobioreactor ponds, and then invest that genetic engineering of algae into a higher oil content for faster growth, partnering, and then launching a global awareness campaign to really, outsource and gain that support. And then here are my sources. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.